All right. All right. Microphone check 1 2. What is this? This is Megan McGlover coming to you live with episode 18 of Get You Some Therapy. Ow! This is episode 18 of Please. Maybe I should put that in the description. Please get you some therapy. I hope that you guys are having a great day and all of that kind of carrying on. I hope that things are going well with you and your family, this, that, and the third. I hope things are going good with you and God. You and the universe. Good morning. Hey, that's one of my clients. Good morning. Good morning. Listen, let's talk really quickly about this Wendy Williams situation. I tried to put up a couple of 2-3 videos. Somebody said, do you think all that filler and tox made her sick? Well, we're going to get into it. I tried to put up a live last week, but with the phones and all this internet crap going on, it wouldn't upload. It was really, really weird. But anyways, I love y'all so much for being here. Welcome, episode 18, Get You Some Therapy. Okay, so as you know, if you don't know, you fits to find out. Okay, Wendy Williams has a documentary I guess it's a documentary, right? It's a documentary of Where is Wendy? It seems that her family has put together this film because they want to ask some questions and get some answers as it pertains to the guardianship that is over Wendy Williams and her money. When you watch the documentary, docufilm, whatever you want to call it, I would think, at least for me, I had a whole lot of questions, not very many answers, and they're liking it to the Britney Spears situation, whereas Wendy can't get a hold of her money, and it seems to me that she doesn't even have a hold of her life. So, the Bible says that you're supposed to be given free choice, but it looks to me that that is not the case concerning this particular situation. But I'm just going to talk to you very briefly about something that I don't know if a lot of you have realized, and this is what I wanted to talk about before I even watched the documentary. Before I even watched the documentary, I was saying how much therapy is important, in particular with Wendy Williams and her situation, because of this one thing. So let me go back a little bit on this video here. We'll go back a little bit on this video here. Let me put it up on the screen here so y'all can see it, okay? I'm gonna put my headphones on. I don't like these headphones. But, with the echo and all this other kind of weird stuff that y'all be talking about, Auntie gonna do what y'all asked me to do. I don't want to do it. But I'm gonna do it because y'all asked me to do it. But see, it messes with my hair and everything. But that's all right. And if I start talking louder because I got these headphones on, don't say nothing. Please don't be in the comments talking about, Megan, why you talk so loud? Well, it's because I can't hear myself with these headphones on. Okay? Now, you may say, well, Megan, you were talking loud before the headphones, and pretty much you can kiss my ass. Okay? I'm sorry about that. Listen, will you people go to remedyforyoufoundation.org? Remedy, the number 4, the letter U, foundation.org. This is my 501c3 foundation, okay? And this is a foundation for my women's retreats, my men's retreats, my couples retreats, and my family retreats. It is very, very important that you guys support what I'm doing. Because if you don't support what I'm doing, I'm not going to be able to do it. Is that making sense what I'm saying? So it's a 501c3. This ain't no, I ain't no church on the corner church at the liquor store, next door to the liquor store. This is real stuff that I'm doing over here. Okay? So get your stuff together. I want you people to support my 501c3. Can you pin it, please? Yes. Remedy for, what should I put? www.foryoufoundation.org. Now, I'm going to do like that. And then, where is it? And then I should be able to pin it, right? Uh-oh. Pin it. Boom. There it is right there. Okay? Ain't no excuse. All right. Let's get into this real fast. Okay? I got to get in this real fast because I want y'all to see what I see.
Takes hers off in a moment of vulnerability and continues the chat showing her real hair.
I recently been changing my life since, we last spoke. You've always been honest with
Can y'all hear it?
me and put me in my place.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? In the most motherly, kind way. That's why I love you so much.
Can y'all hear this? Somebody tell me in the chat you can hear it.
Because even when I was going through my darkest times, you never used that against me.
Good, thank you.
You know what I mean? And that's how you know that the love is genuine and it's always going to be there. And I'm always be here for you, straight up. You could call my phone whenever.
Y'all know this Black China. Okay.
So serious. And I think I'm going to be back and forth from New York, so I'm going to be coming to see you more.
Well, my real name is Wendy Hunter.
Watch now. Watch.
Yep. And I'm divorced.
Yes.
You see that pain? Let's go back. Wait a minute. We're going to go back. Watch.
Divorced.
Yes.
Wait.
And I'm
Wait, Wendy.
Well, my real name is Wendy Hunter.
Hunter.
Yep. And I'm divorced.
Yes.
My God.
He's got no money.
Woo!
Yeah.
My God, today.
Yeah.
All right, listen to me. I want you to really hear what I'm telling you now. Listen to me. I've said this to you before, and I'm going to say it to you again. Pain and grief will drive you crazy. Are you hearing what I'm telling you? Pain and grief will drive you, because I don't think you understand what I'm telling you. Pain and grief will drive you crazy. This lady, you can see the betrayal in her eyes. This man who she was married to, he did not just cheat on her. He betrayed her. Ooh, I feel a thing coming on here. I want you to understand that you can try to act like everything is okay. Oh, where's my organ? I wish I could buy some organ or something. You can act like everything is okay. You can go out to crustaceans and Katsuya and Nobu. Somebody touch your neighbor. You can hang out with your friends and have your cocktails. And you can even have your edibles and do all your little things. But pain and grief that has not been properly ascertained, pain and grief that has not been properly dealt with will drive you crazy. drive you crazy, but it will drive your mind into a state of survival that you have never, ever experienced before. I have told you this on several occasions, that your mind will survive regardless. How many of you in the comments have watched me tell you on several occasions that your mind will do whatever it has to do to survive? I have talked to you about split personality disorder. And I have said to you that the reason why your mind will do that is because it wants to survive. It will tell itself, I have to become someone else in order to survive. A lot of people who have diagnosis, bipolar, and all of these other things, it is because the mind will do whatever it has to do to survive, even go into dementia. Now, I'm trying to help you now. There are a lot of people. Now, listen to me. I have said this to you before, but I'll just say it to you again. I'm not talking to you just from a spiritual gift. I have gone to school for decades. I have 3 degrees in psychology. Not 1, not 2, but 3 degrees, not certificates. Not certificates, not some kind of life coaching training BS. No. I have degrees from accredited universities, and I'm telling you that if you do not heal your pain and grief, your mind will split on you. It will split in different degrees, or it will leave you. It will split. It will be out. I'm out. Deuces. You understand me? It will go ghost on you. Because the mind cannot handle. See, and this is for all you women out there. And see, this is the thing. This is the thing. The thing is with women, they say, oh, we're so strong. We're so strong. But you're not supposed to be that strong. I'm going to help you today. I feel good today. I feel real good. You women are not supposed to be this strong. There is a level of strength that, of course, you are supposed to have. Women bear children. The strength of bearing children, your body completely changes. It morphs into something else. You are literally creating another life inside of your body. There is a lot of strength that goes into creating another human being. If you want to look outside and you look at the ground, when you put a seed in it, the ground has to completely morph into something else and expand so that this seed can grow from a little bit to an oak tree or a maple tree or an apple tree or whatever. So your body in and of itself, as it pertains to your natural ability of strength is there. But there are certain things that you should not be enduring. And when you begin to endure these things as an emotional creature, your body, your mind, and your spirit, your soul, will begin to have a tug of war within itself. And when you begin to have a tug of war within yourself, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, what happens is somebody is going to win. And I can promise you, it will be your mind. It will be your mind. This is why so many people have problems losing weight. You say, well, Megan, what does that mean? What I mean is when you're laying in the bed, everybody go get in your bed right now in your mind. Get in your bed in your mind. Your alarm goes off at 5:30. What do you say when your alarm goes off at 5:30? Ooh, I'm tired. Then your mind says, well, let me get 30 more minutes because I went to bed late last night because I was dealing with this, that, and the other. I just didn't get really good sleep last night. And let me get 15 more minutes. Let me get 30 more minutes because it's owed to me because I'm tired. I'm dealing with these children. I'm dealing with my man. I'm dealing with my wife. I'm dealing with whatever. And so you have I got to go to work. I've got to cook. I've got to clean. I've got to do all these other things. Your mind gives you reasons or excuses, Your mind gives you excuses as to why you can't get up right now. So you snooze. You snooze, then you snooze, and then you snooze, and then you snooze. And then by the time you're finished snoozing, you have to now get up and rush to get ready for work. Or rush to get ready for whatever you had to get ready to do. And you have not worked out. What I'm trying to get you to understand, and what I have been trying to get you to understand for years, if you read my book, Stop Lying, those of you who have already pre-ordered my book, Tell the Truth, you can order my book, Tell the Truth, on www.remedyforyoufoundation.org. You can pre-order it. But for those of you who have bought my last book, Stop Lying, I talked to you about the negative narrator in your mind. The negative narrator in your mind has more excuses than Negroes going to jail. There's always a reason why you can't do something, you shouldn't do something, you won't be able to do something, you ain't got the capability of do something, somebody gonna say something when you do something, somebody gonna think it's something when you do something, always got something to say. Your mind is very powerful if you don't have it under control. But you cannot have your mind under control if you don't know how to control it. If you don't have the skill, if you don't have the mindset, see, isn't that fabulous? Haven't I been telling you guys? Come on, somebody's tell me something in the chat here. How many times have I told you to get to your dictionary? Get to your dictionary. Get to your thesaurus. Learn what words mean. The word mindset means that your mind is set. You set your alarm. You set the oven. You set things in motion. But if your mind is not set or your mind is not stayed on, Christian people say what? My mind is stayed on Jesus, right? So you have to put your mind set. You have to set it in the way in which you want to function. But if you don't have the tools, and if you don't know how, then your mind is going to continue to run on whatever the preset. Oh, I'm actually preaching today. Whatever the preset is that had already been predetermined of how your life was going to be. So sometimes you have to, somebody put it in the chat. Come on, help me now. Sometimes you have to do what? Reset. You have to reset your mindset so that you can be in the groove, be in the groove of what it is that you want. Now, the reason why I'm telling you this is because when Wendy Williams went through, now listen to me. Now let's talk about this. I want to talk about this real quickly because I know a lot of you may be saying, well, this is karma. Well, whether this is karma or not, because she talked a lot of talk about other people, she talked trash about other people, so forth and so on. Just because she talked a lot of trash about other people, and whether this is karma or not, is totally separated, because karma can come in many different forms, okay? It's totally separated on what happens when you have been betrayed. If you remember, for Wendy Williams, Wendy pretty much was raised with this guy. They were together. Her and her husband were together. We're at the bottom, now we're here. She helped him, similar to a lot of the different situations. Mary J. Blige, Tisha Campbell. If I'm definitely not putting nothing bad on anybody, but if Monique divorces her husband, if Monique's husband comes up cheating and takes her money, ooh, this is so good to me. This is good. Is this good to anybody in here? If Monique's husband takes the money that Monique is paying him for being her manager and goes off and starts dating a younger girl, a woman, a lady, or whatever you want to call it, buys her a Lamborghini from Monique's money. I'm talking so good. I feel like Jesus is in here somewhere. God, are you in here? If he takes her money that she's paying him and goes and buys a Lamborghini, a Rolls Royce, a Ferrari, and puts this girl up in an apartment, and takes the money that Monique is paying him, 20% from her earnings, and uses it on another girl, and gets that other girl pregnant. I'm finna to start running. I'm finna to start running. I hope somebody takes this video and puts organ behind it, because I need it. If he takes that money, buys her a property, pays the rent, gets her all these different cars, the paparazzi see them in and out of Mr. Child's restaurant and Nobu's restaurant and the Ritz-Carlton and the Waldorf Astoria and all this other stuff on Monique's money, you would see Monique crack very similar to Wendy Williams. You know why? Because it's a level of betrayal. It's pain and grief times 50,000. When you are betrayed, it's another level. It's another level. And that level of strength is not regular, and most certainly should not be thought of as common for a woman to handle. Let me say that to you again in your hearing. That level of betrayal is not the same kind of strength that a woman has when she gives birth and when she goes through this, that, and the other. Oh, we're women, we're strong. That level of betrayal has to be very meticulously and specifically dealt with through therapy. Through very hardcore therapy. So I'm telling you, you have gone through, you women here under the sound of my voice, and you men who know of women, your mother, your auntie, your cousin, your sister, your wife, or your side piece, have gone through things that are not normal. And when these women begin to lash out, yelling, screaming, arguing, throwing stuff, drinking bottles and bottles of alcohol, smoking things, doing things, all this other stuff, it is because she's trying to be unnaturally strong. It's not natural. It's not natural for an emotional being We are emotional beings. It is not natural for an emotional being to try to rationalize betrayal. Am I making sense to anybody in here? It's not natural for us to be emotional, the emotional integrity of the household. Isn't that what I've been saying on these episodes? It's not natural for a woman to have to rationalize why her man, who had been with her for 20 years, since high school, who they have been sleeping in the car together. They have slept in hotels together. They have gotten gym memberships so that they can wash themselves together, just so that they can be fresh. So they can borrow. They have borrowed money, gas money, just so they can get to a meeting at Sony or Fox or NBC, so they can try to get this deal. It's not natural for that woman to have a soul tie. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to buy myself a pulpit and put it right here on my desk. That's what I'm going to do. Buy myself a pulpit, put it right here on my desk, because I'm preaching good today. It is not natural for a woman to have this type of soul tie with someone and then to have to rationalize why he went out. Because, see, let me help you. Let's say he decided he went out, he stepped out because the lymphedema. I saw the feet. The feet ain't great. Okay? So let's just say he's shallow and he said, you know what? I can't do the feet. I can't do the feet. Maybe he has a foot fetish. Okay? So maybe he has a foot fetish, and for him, pretty feet turn him on. I'm talking to you so good right now, you have no idea how good I'm talking to you. He has a foot fetish. And now your feet are wrinkled. They're wrinkled, swollen up, pruned up, curled up, and you can't even feel them. Well, for him, that may be a good reason of stepping out. Well, in an emotional being that women are, that's not a rationale. Because as far as she's concerned, her lymphedema affected feet is the same as your broke ass when y'all first started. I can't hear nobody in here. I can't hear nobody in here. Her situation, health-wise, physically-wise, and even emotionally and somewhat psychologically, mentally, is the same as when we started out. I was taking care of you. I was taking care of the bills. It was my talent, my idea, my hope, my persona, me putting myself out on the line to talk about people, to talk about their dirt, to lie on people to some degree. That was me. I put myself out on the line. So you mean to tell me you don't want to be with me because of my feet? Do you see how I'm putting this together? And so all of the stuff that Wendy Williams, Whitney Houston, Mary J. Blige, and the list goes on and on, that these women were dealing with, they were trying to rationalize something that emotionally we just don't have the capability to do by ourselves. So I'm telling you, even you men who are listening to me right now and you know you cheated on your wife or your girlfriend or whatever, you did some dirt, you better go get her some therapy. You owe that to her. I'm going to say that one more time because I feel like that was really good. That's how I feel. Men, if you did your wife dirty, you did your girlfriend dirty, you were not a very good son to your mother. Gift her, not tell her, don't tell her, because she's going to cuss you out. Gift her some therapy. Gift her my retreat. You can go to my retreat, remedyforyoufoundation.org. Gift her that because you owe it to her. Even if she forgave you, baby, let me help you. Let me tell you something about women. Let me tell you something about emotions, period. An emotion is a stamped, S-T-A-M-P-E-D, a stamped stain on a fabric that you ain't gonna never get out. That's for men and women. An emotion is a stamped stain on the fabric of the subconscious mind that you ain't never gonna get out. So even if she forgives you, she will never forget. So the best way for you to handle that, somebody said, I almost threw my phone. Don't throw it yet now. Let me finish, then you throw it. The best way to handle that and to deal with that is through therapy. Therapy for her, therapy for you, couples therapy. Y'all know I do couples therapy. I give couples therapy. I do one-on-one therapy. I do family therapy. Y'all already know that I have a women's retreat going on April 8th through the 11th. Matter of fact, it might be 7th through the 11th because I think I'm gonna need an extra day. But just sign up. Don't worry about it. remedyforyoufoundation.org. After that, I'm going to do some men's retreats, family retreats, and couple retreats. You don't have the right to betray someone and then pretty much tell them you deal with it. It is imperative that you get therapy because your regular dealing with things will not work in this new situation. Am I talking to anyone out here? Just like if you have a physical ailment, if you break your leg, you don't go into your cabinet and get you some tape. You don't go down to the CVS and say, well, let me just get an ace bandage and a stick from the tree. This ain't the 1800s, huh? You take your tail to the doctor and say, I need some professional help on how to deal with this thing because if I don't do it, my leg will be gone. Wendy Williams is dealing with masking tape and ace bandage level therapy or fixing. You need to get you some therapy. If you are dealing with things that are out of your scope, and baby, I can tell you 99.9% of you who are watching me are dealing with things that are out of your scope. And for somebody like myself, I can tell you exactly what you need to do to turn that thing around immediately. But why would you want to continue to just fish in a pond with you're fishing in a pond with no bait? Stop wasting very valuable emotional time doing things that do not work. Get you some therapy. You can come to me, MeganMcGlover.com, MeganMcGlover.com. I give free consultations, or you can book your session. Your intake form will be sent to you, and we can get this stuff done. Come to my women's retreat, remedy4youfoundation.org. I got 4 spots left. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 4 spaces left. You better book, and you better book now. We will have all kinds of things going on at this retreat. I've already had a whole bunch of you people have seen. I've had a couple of practitioners that are going to be there. We're going to be doing serious healing work in Miami. Are you understanding what I'm telling you? It is imperative that you stop trying to do this on your own because you don't know what you're doing. Please don't end up like Wendy Williams, alone, angry, bitter, regretful, sick, in pain, grieving, and betrayed. Please do not end up like Wendy Williams, broke because you can't get a hold of her money, controlled by some kind of guardianship. We don't even know who these people are. Away from her family, scared and frightened. Have you seen this lady's eyeballs? This ain't no regular schmegular Graves disease. Isn't it Missy Elliott that had Graves disease? I ain't never seen her look that afraid. Alone, scared, frightened, regretful, resentful, broke, miserable, and substance use abuser with another man who looks like her ex-husband telling her, get your ass up, come on, we got something to do, this and the other. No compassion of any kind at all. And don't get me wrong, I know he's from New York, so I understand that that's the gig. I get it. But please don't end up like Wendy. Get you some therapy. Does that make sense what I'm saying? Okay, fantastic. Okay, this is episode 18. I love you. Go to MeganMcGlover.com, book your sessions, go to Remedy for You Foundation, make a donation, please. It is a tax exempt, so you can use that for your taxes. I know a lot of you right now are doing your taxes. It's tax season. You ought to be putting a whole bunch of money into the 501c3. Why? So you can write that off on your taxes. Because some of you people, your kids is already too old. You can't use them no more. Huh? Get you some therapy. Okay. I love you.